6 most amazing discoveries scientists still can't explain. 6. The door to hell in Turkmenistan. In the Central Asian country of Turkmenistan, there's 230 feet wide crater in the middle of the desert that's been on fire for more than 40 years. They call it the door to hell because some people actually believe that the fiery hole is a gate to the underworld. And while we admit it does look quite scary, there's a perfectly reasonable scientific explanation behind it. The official name of the pit is the Darvaza gas crater, and it was created in 1971 by Soviet scientists who were drilling for natural gas reserves. When their rig collapsed, the Soviets set fire to the crater to prevent the spread of poisonous gas, and it's been ablaze ever since. 5. The lost city of Atlantis. Whether the island of Atlantis is real or simply a work of fiction, nobody knows. The History Channel calls Atlantis a likely mythical nation, but many historians think it was actually once a real place. Plato wrote about the powerful kingdom that existed there in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, saying that the island sank into the ocean around 9600 BC. Some people have linked the lost city of Atlantis to a rather popular tourist destination, actually the Greek island of Santorini, because it was once destroyed by a volcanic eruption. However, the story still just doesn't add up. 4. Earthquake lights. It's lightning. It's a UFO. No, it's earthquake lights. These rare flashes illuminate the night sky when there is no storm stirring, and sometimes not even a cloud overhead. Earthquake lights can take on many different shapes and colors, from floating blue orbs to a quick green bolt. Unlike lightning, these lights come from the ground rather than the sky, and they typically take place before an earthquake. This was the case before the 2009 Sequoia, Italy, quake, the one in Quebec in 1988, and dozens of other devastating tremors. They don't always occur, but when they do, they usually predict a looming natural disaster. Scientists, however, still don't quite know what causes the mysterious flashes. 3. Potential life in space. Even the late Stephen Hawking said he was more convinced than ever that we are not alone. Most scientists are in agreement that another life is indeed present, somewhere in the universe, which is why they work so hard to find it. Thus, whenever news breaks of a new development pointing to the possibility of aliens, it doesn't actually cause that big of a stir. For instance, in 2016, scientists discovered a planet orbiting Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to Earth's sun, in its habitable zone, meaning it could have water, also it could have life. But did you hear about it? No. 2. World's largest dinosaur footprint. There's no mistaking the enormous, 1.7 meter crater that was recently found in Western Australia. It's undoubtedly a dinosaur footprint. Scientists are in agreement that the several indentations that were discovered on the remote northwestern coast of Australia, dips that are so big that most humans could lie down in them, were made by a very large member of the sauropod family, about 130 million years ago. In fact, there are about 21 different types of dino tracks represented in this region, and they're among the largest in the world. Mona Lisa's remains. After much deliberation by art detectives and historians alike, it seems that the 500-year-old remains that were excavated from Florence, Italy, once belonged to Leonardo da Vinci's muse. According to The Independent, Lisa Gherardini del Giocondo, who died in 1542 at the age of 63, is the woman in da Vinci's most famous piece, the Mona Lisa. She was allegedly married to a rich silk merchant and became a nun after her husband died. Although the woman's skull was not found with her remains, meaning that researchers aren't yet able to digitally reconstruct her face to be sure, the odds, they say, are overwhelmingly high.
Well, what can you say? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment portion. We have reached the end of today's video. In behalf of my partner Rina and the rest of the Splat Communications and Simplified Strategic Solutions team, thank you. Till next time. Stay safe. Rosa out. Bye.